Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers. Welcome to your timeless romantic soulmate contract read. I'm your reader, Mark Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, almost at 25 years as an S corporation. We'll talk about it at the end of the video. If you want to hang around for it, I am the author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. There is a Kindle version of it available. There is a link in the description box, and you can click that link and preview the first chunk of it for free and catch a little taste of some of the practices, prayers, and principles that have kept me in business and long before I started drawing the circle as well. It's even written in chakra chapters, so you can skip around. There are chakras in this reading, so it might be helpful. And if you are down there in my description box, do check out my Patreon, patreon.com/drawingthecircle. Got a bunch of Scorpio sisters over there that are probably watching this video, depending on the title. They're pretty intuitive. Some of them, one of them I've known since high school. Hi, honey. Yeah, we're doing a lot of cool stuff over there. Right now we have 8 different levels of subscriber. We have Seeker, Human, Hero, Angel, Witch, Immortal, Mystic. God, Goddess is the top tier. They get everything available on my platform, my Patreon, but all of my subscribers get the extended readings. There's one for this reading. Sure, Vimeo on demand is lovely. Have at it. Really, all of it helps. But all of my subscribers get the part 2s to the part 1s. Past, present, and future. Every one that I'm done is there, and they're juggernauts. They're all relationship based, and they're all timeless, as well as they get me every single morning. I haven't missed a day in a really long time. They chat with me on an unlisted YouTube live stream link, talking about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications of a prayer, a blessing, a little something something to send us on our way. My absolute favorite way to start the day, and you can feel it. Empath this. I love my Patreon. So if you feel like you might, if you are so intuitively drawn, click the link, check it out. And come Patreon on Patreon with the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons, Scorpies, just call me Mal. And cross-watchers we're going to talk to. Because what are the chances of somebody cross-watching for a Scorpio in a romantic context? But let's do a little explanation before we dive into divination. This is a contract read. There will be party number 1, party number 2, and state of the contract. I like to call that the center lane, to get you clues, tips, and hints about how to manifest one of the hardest relationship contracts ever, which is the romantic sexual ones, to actually alchemize them, heal them, if you will, from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy. We'll talk about it as we go. A lot of cards are going to hit the table in the extended reading. I practically use every divination system I have in the house, aside from pendulums and dowsing rods. I've been having a lot of fun with these. So let's get up in this gig. It is a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs, and there are so many links in the description box about twin flames and soulmates and soul contracts and true love and all of that stuff. So there's always more to learn, because we've been working on these particular types of contracts lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, right? Like, family's different. This is a romantic read. I don't care what cards hit the table, that's the context. Because imagine what would happen if more golden rather than leaded romantic relationships were anchored here onto the planet. It would make it easier for everybody else to do it, and everybody would be too damn happy to be ripping each other apart, right? So it is a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs. Like, that Libra read just kicked my ass, and I'm a Venus in Libra, so kicked my root chakra. So cross-watchers, keep in mind, anything you're healing in yourself is going to heal the one you are cross-watching for. And Scorpio, as you heal you, you're going to help each other heal. That's the quantum entanglement of a soulmate contract. Any kind of soulmate, romantic or not, is about helping each other heal. Even if you haven't met yet. Yeah, it's weird like that. But you're Scorpios. You're used to mystery, right? So both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. I'll do my best to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace to do perhaps may have been done on planet Earth before in human history, but I don't know. Probably in a really remote place that didn't have Wi-Fi because it hadn't been invented yet. And let's see what we can do to get you guys the happiest, healthiest, wealthiest, wisest, intimate, sexual, satisfying soulmate contract that you can have, at least for now. Please take a nice deep breath. Shift from all that explanation to what I was born to do with the divination. Happens in the still point. Still point. That's my Shazam. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers watching this video drawn to this reading using the Caroline Mace archetype cards. I need 3 of these for the soul contracts, the sacred contracts, in the 8th chakra, determining what's going on in all the chakras underneath them, what they attract and what they repel. The soul power to be alchemized from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, fear to love, perdition to paradise, guilt to innocence. Let's get party number 1 on the table. Party number 1 in the Scorpio collective. Could be the Scorpio, could be not the Scorpio. Party number 2. No. Okay, party number 2 in the Scorpio collective, timeless romantic soulmate contract read. Both of these we will turn over in a minute, but this 3rd one we will not turn over until the extended reading. The first card we will turn over. So, beloved pantheons of the divine, what's the dominant archetype in the 8th chakra in terms of the state of the contract, the chapter in the novel, the track on the album, the scene in the movie? Where are they in the timeline? The 2 of them together helping each other heal in this timeless romantic soulmate contract read. Felt good. All right, you guys already know what these first 2 archetypes, they are in the title. A Samaritan and a divine child, 2 divine family archetypes. Buckle up, Scorps. We're going mystical. There are 9 different families. The divine family is about your spiritual power, how you integrate it into this life in what you do. And it is rare in these readings, at least with 2, that you get both of the same family at the same time. Sorry, the divine child is actually the survival family archetype, but it has a very strong connection, obviously, to the divine family. So let's start over here. The Samaritan. If you know the story of the Good Samaritan, the Samaritan is someone from Samara. It's a long story. Having an appointment in the Samara. Written on each of these is a shadow attribute and the light attribute. Think of that as lead on the periodic table. Let go of 3 of those, it's gold. I know it doesn't work that way literally. It's the language of symbolic alchemy here, spiritual alchemy. So the lead for party number 1, what they are working on, needing to heal here, exacting appreciation and recognition for the help you offer. But on the other side of that, it's not fun, but I helped you. I'm like, oh, thanks. So it wasn't a gift, it was a hook. Like bait. The light attribute refines your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. Now that's the thing. Yeah, I mean, out in the street in public, people come for you. You don't know if it's a scam or not. What about those people in your life? Right? That you would prefer to ignore. Let's see. Or maybe those feelings you would prefer to ignore if this is the Scorpio. Come on. I'm a Pisces moon. I can feel ya. The divine child archetype is a survival family archetype. I just got carried away by its connection to the divine because I have the divine child archetype. Everybody has the child archetype regardless of sub-pattern, in this case the divine. It is one of the survival, the child, the victim, the saboteur, and the prostitute archetype. Sacred contracts, life-changing work. Check it out. You won't regret it. I don't think you would. So the divine sub-pattern here has some pretty special advantages and disadvantages. The lead, an inability to defend oneself against negative forces. I was an empath growing up around, let's not go there, but let's say from a very early age, right? I had to learn how to pray just to save my sanity. Jury's still out on that one. The light you're shooting for here. Innocence, which is the core of who we are. Our souls are immortal and innocent. It doesn't matter what happens down in the game on planet Earth. The traveler, right? Innocence, purity, and redemption. Redemption means to buy back. It actually comes from slavery, from the ancient times, that word. It means that, you know, you could go from being a slave to working to become an indentured servant and buy your freedom, where someone would buy your freedom for you, right? To redeem you, right? And coupons, right? Like, think of the word redeem, how we use it. The original meanings are so important. Suggests a special connection with the divine. Bingo was my name-o. That's why when anybody comes to me, I'm like, take it up with the gods. I listen to them. All the rest of you can go pound sand. So, yeah, and I would prefer to ignore some of those people, honestly. But, look, this is a very, very interesting thing. I'm going to say whichever one you resonate with, because there can be mirroring. I'm sure the Greg Braden workshop on YouTube for the 7 Essene mirrors is down there. Pretty cool stuff. So, what we're going to do now is 2 element spreads, fire, earth, air, water, and spirit. We're going to use Daughters of the Moon Tarot on this side, right? Because we've got the 8th chakra. This will be the next 4 down here. Heart, their third eye crown, the feminine energy, hence a goddess deck. This one, we have some feline intervention going on there. They're getting their new water fountain today. I'm so excited because that one they got is on his last legs. Over here, the Mythic Tarot will give us the lower 3 chakras, the masculine, the yang energy. We're going to get all 10 of them down first, face down, and then we'll flip them over element by element, which is just a crap ton of fun for me for some reason. Please take a nice deep breath. Dive. Still point. I hear you. I call upon my goddesses of water, the sign of Scorpio. Powers of the West. Please, beloved goddesses of fixed water. 5 cards face down, element spread, fire, earth, air, water, and spirit. For party number 1 with the Samaritan archetype in this Sagittarius, in this Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Crosswatcher contract here with party number 2 with the divine. This feels very, very cloudy, very, very misty. What is their element of fire? What they yearn for, what they burn for, what their heart's desire. What's their element of earth? The fuel to feed the fire to ground and manifest their heart's desire in this contract. What is their element of air? What they're thinking. And I feel like there's something disorienting going on this side. What is their element of water, what they predominantly feel about this contract, and what is the point of view, the spirit card, the point of view of the soul who incarnated to play the role of party number 1 with the Samaritan in this timeless romantic soulmate contract reading. Breathe. Still point. This one feels clear and definitive. As I call upon my gods of water, the sign of Scorpio, powers of the West, please, beloved gods of fixed water, 5 cards, face down, element spread, fire, earth, air, water, spirit, for party number 2 with the divine child archetype in the 8th in relation to party number 1 with the Samaritan. What is their element of fire? Lower 3 chakra dynamic, inside out, outside in, relationships in the physical world. Nope. What's going on? What is their element of fire? What do they yearn for? What do they burn for? What do their hearts desire? What's their element of earth, the fuel to feed that fire and manifest their heart's desire? See how easy? What's their element of air? What they're predominantly thinking about it? What's their element of water? What are they predominantly feeling about it? And what is the card of spirit? Why am I getting like a little giggle on this? The point of view of the soul, and incarnated to play the role of party number one, the divine child in this happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying, soulmate contract, the Samaritan archetype. Boom. Let's go. What do you want? Oh, okay. Oh, we've got the Seven of Cups here. Now, the key word here is jealousy. So I can't imagine. Well, I mean, maybe some people want people to be jealous, but that's not the vibe that I'm getting here. What I am getting here is what I was feeling, that cloudy, sort of dreamy, confusing thing, right? You know, Seven of Cups and Rider-Waite-based traditional tarot. I call them castles in the sky, right? Castles in the air. The things that we think will make us happy emotionally, right? All the different options that we have. So one would think what one would want here is clarity, or to at least choose one of them cups. Over here, we've got the Libra card, a court card, the King of Swords, cardinal air, creative air. This could be party number one from the outside looking in, wanting fairness, whether or not there's Libra energy involved planetarily. You don't got to read it that way in a general read, but certainly to create mentally. Now, I will say Libras are 7th house dynamic, romance, sexuality, one-on-one relationships, the scales and all of that. So interesting, but it's at least it's an air to water relationship, which works. Condense air, you get water. Let's look at the earth. Oh, well, they're both on horses, but in different directions. On this side, party number one, with the Samaritan, the 8th, has the Hermit, heart, throat, third eye, crown. On the inside, now when it's a major arcana, like this is element of water, feels very heart chakra to me, but if it really is jealousy, that involves the third eye. Here, when it's a major arcana card, it's all 4 in this case as 1, going deeper in and higher up, probably not verbalizing too much here, but we always see the Hermit, well, mostly we see the Hermit elevated above it all, unifying all of this, but it is definitely a choice that only party number one can make here, to do that or not. Because on this side, we've got the Virgo card. Now, like I said, I'm a Virgo. Like, I could see myself on this side. The Knight of Pentacles walks the horse. Pisces trots the horse. Sagittarius canters the horse. And Gemini gallops the horse. So it's not that it's not moving, it's slow. It's slow and steady wins the race, but every foot is placed. I'm a Virgo. There are beehives in the background. Beehives are not created overnight, nor is honey manifested instantly. It is an ongoing process. 6th house dynamic here. A Virgo is occupation and health, but it's not just what you do for a living occupation. I know, it's like what we think of it immediately. It's what are you occupied with, and how is that affecting your health, and how is your health affecting what you occupy? Very second chakra, I should know, I'm a Virgo. So this could also be about boundaries. Virgos are the only sign that crosses its legs. Mine are crossed right now, actually, because I'm dealing with Virgos. Only if I say so, may you enter. And you're the same way. So I like this. I don't know what this is, but it does feel like there is certainly wisdom. This is the wise one, the crone of the Maiden Mother and Crone in the Daughters of the Moon Tarot. So let's look at the element of air. The thought, well, I'm going to tell you this. On this side, another major arcana card makes sense with the Samaritan archetype, the Wheel of Fortune, the Life Weaver, the Spider Woman, that there is a divine timing here that mentally can be grokked, understood, cognized perhaps, at this point mentally, but because that involves the heart, this really does say that there's an opportunity to take the fate and alchemize it into destiny. But the mind has a role in that, maybe about seeing this differently, right? Those you would prefer to ignore, whatever it is you would prefer to ignore, it's time. And the wheel is going to move forward anyway. So with the Hermit, that makes sense, right? In Earth, it's like, I'm going deeper in and higher up at the same time, further in and higher up, to get into what's going on here. Every choice, every decision jiggles the web a little bit, and it is the quantum timeline card for me. From every moment, there's near every choice and decision we make, determining on letter gold how the best that we're doing, how loving, wise, and empowered we are, shifts what timeline we're on, just like a web. It is the quantum web. Madam Web. Woo! I just went Marvel Universe. Over here on this side, they're thinking about the Three of Wands, their loyalty, what they're willing to wait for, and what they're not. I would say solar plexus minimum, boundaries, self-esteem, self-worth, your honor code, what you will, what you won't, what you do, what you don't. And if this one's like going to the divine on the regular, and if that's what they're occupying themselves with, some kind of like spiritual practice, but yet with an inability to defend oneself against negative forces, obviously that is healed as it is alchemized, but certainly that waiting for your ships to come in vibe is here, but wanting to do it fairly and wanting to do it in a healthy way, but it's occupying them. It is definitely, I wouldn't say just on their mind, but what they are thinking about in terms of this is, how much of this am I going to do? Right? How long am I going to wait? What is my loyalty structure? For me, it's the divine first, then me, then friends, family, and lovers, and then work, right? So I check in with people before I sit down and do this. Well, if I can, depends on the schedule of the day. But I always start the day with breath work, meditation, yoga. I dance it out. I leave my prayers in my sweat a little bit, get ready, and get on camera, right? So this is cool. I mean, I like what's going on here. But I get the foggy over here and the need to go within. It's, and in the extended, we flip the tarot. So you'll get lower three chakras on this side and our third eye crown on this side. Let's look element of water for the water signs. Well, on this side, makes sense. Meditation. I would say certainly a third eye card here to get you into what? Over here. Seeing your emotions from a place of stillness. Now, this could easily translate to fixed water, Scorpio, right? Stillness, and there is an element of water involved here because this woman is ice fishing, right? And she's holding that spear right over the hole that she cut there, just wait, and that's dinner, right? That's not sport. That's like important, right? Ooh, puppers, they're kind of like making sure it's like, shh, puppy, shh, right? Stillness. That. Now, meditation is a weird word. It originally from the Latin meditare, which sounds like an MCU villain, right? The Meditaries are coming. It means to contemplate, right? But contemplation is more of this. This is stillness. So I doubt Buddha was using that word, right? You know, that meditation, considering it's Latin, I believe, or Greek. I think it's Latin. It sounds Latin. So, you know, to find that stillness of mind with a Samaritan, a divine family archetype, there is a connection here. And I get the Hermit on the inner, and I get, well, I don't really get what this is because it's you, but your answers are literally within, but that you may not see all of it, but your choices of what to make. It calls for stillness. On this way, we got the Nine of Cups. This one's got their emotional game together. They're good on their own. Nine of Cups, just like Nine of Pentacles, right? It's like, no, I'm good. I may not be at the 10, but I'm all right. Here we see the reuniting of Eros and Psyche. In other words, romantic sexual love and the soul, if you want to go there. Psyche, the Greek word for butterfly as well as soul, finally getting the approval of Aphrodite, his mother, her mother-in-law, but she became her mother-in-law back in the Three of Cups. She had to work for this. It's a real true love thing. So in the 10, it is all obviously resolved. It's all wonderful. She is elevated to a goddess so they can be together. But all in all, I would say if this is them from the outside looking in, their connection to the divine, they're like, no, I'm good. You're gonna like that a lot. It's like a chakrically ballsy, I would say. There. Not a good drag name. The card of spirit, the card of the soul, victory on this side, and 8 of Pentacles on this one. Love it. If this person is a Virgo, just keep working, darling. Your soul is saying, put your head down, keep working, keep doing your thing. And over here, the soul is saying a 7 of flames. You'd think 6 of flames. That's victory is usually connected to the 6 of wands, but this is women galloping on horses, kind of juggling fireballs in their hand, but they're galloping along on cooling lava. So even the lava under the ground is moving in the same direction they are. There is momentum here. Yes, the 7 of wands can be a defensive stance, but if that's saying, keep going, keep going, keep going, it's okay, put your boundaries up, stay focused on the goal, jump through the hoops necessary here. Internally, victory is assured. Digging it. All right. You got 3 more cards before we jump over to the extended. We're going to get 2 Whispers of Love Oracle for the higher selves from both of these. Angela Hartfield, we will be using her Whispers of Lord Ganesh to help remove the obstacles, those 3 atoms in the extended. There's a lot going on over there. Blue Angel Oracle, Kuan Yin Oracle, Journey of Love, Archangel Fire Oracle, Lovers Oracle, Tony Carmine Salerno, Divine Animals Oracle, and of course we're going to end with a Blessed Be for the hidden blessing, the gold hidden within the leg from Lucy Cavendish, because I love her name. I haven't done that in a while. All right, higher selves, here we go. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the higher selves for the Scorpio and this Crosswatcher and the Crosswatchers, the Scorpio Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and Crosswatchers watching this video, receiving this reading, they're higher selves, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, 1 for each side. What is the whisper of love? Piece of information, inspiration, insight they need to alchemize their shadow to light, their lead to gold, their pain to peace, their toxic to healthy, their fear to love, manifesting this happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying soulmate contract. Party number 1 with the Samaritan, boom. Party number 2 with the divine child. I feel you. I feel you. No, you're still 2. Ooh. Party number 2 is having a little tricky moment. What is their whisper of love? What do they need to do? Their alchemy. We'll take that one. I'll always take a flipper. Faster than light. In this timeless romantic soulmate contract read. The only thing that is real is love. This is truth. This is mystical truth. That is at the core of every heart-centered, love-based mystic tradition since jump on this planet. The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus from the problem back to love. Pretty clear. Inside, right? In this stage, inside. Over here, like attracts like. If you are longing for more love in your life, you need to be more loving. So that is a process that it feels like they are applying to themselves right now, at least emotionally from the outside looking in here. Could also say that emotionally, this is their wish fulfillment. They really want this. But they want to do it fairly, right? They want to do it slowly, in a healthy, steady walking, right? Instead of the chaser or the runaway, the walker is the healing balance of that. I found that on the internet, like, it feels like 20 years ago. I was like, oh, like Karen Walker, honey, what's going on there, honey? We got 1 more card left here to hit the table, hopefully to sum it up, at least for part 1. And of course, it's the Matt Kahn Healing Mantra deck. I mean, this is me doing the reading. I'm going to read it from the bookie book. This will be technically our 2nd card down in the state of the contract, because that first card down is getting turned over first thing in the extended. Please take a nice deep breath. Still playing. As I call upon the Ascended Masters of romantic, sexual, satisfying soulmate contract reads. Well, that's the goal of all of them is that they be satisfying, because they are soothing, sympathetic, symbiotic, soothing soulmate. Reads, please, one card in clarity for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, drawn to this reading, the perfect healing mantra to help them alchemize their shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, just one, doesn't matter which one's watching. That as they do this, they may heal and help the other heal and manifest this into the Earth's electromagnetic field, bringing it into physical form, because the planet really needs it right about now. What do you got from the perfect healing mantra of party number 1 with the Samaritan, party number 2 with the Divine Child, in this Romantic Soulmate contract reads, celebrating simplicity, more is fulfilled when there is less to manage and maintain. It's a good one. Now look, I'm not just talking spring cleaning here. Yes, that might be part of it. You do you. You interpret this as you choose in a general read arena, but this can be about getting your house in order internally and maybe externally, but you got a Virgo over here. You got it. Celebrating simplicity. Right? Celebrating simplicity. Did I get that right? Yeah, I am more fulfilled when there is less to manage and maintain. So get that more or less thing here. I am more fulfilled when there is less to manage and maintain. When there are fewer details to manage, you are able to receive more joy. The more commitments that pile up in your life, the less likely you are to find the time to take everything in. Once all moving parts have been arranged in a proper working balance, simplicity can be celebrated, and you can glean the most benefit from your reality. Now, I will say the mantra does seem to be the connective thread, even all the way through part 2, or the extent, at least that's what I've seen. This mantra is ideal for creating stronger boundaries. Okay, that makes sense. Healing your inner people pleaser. People pleasing is an energetic technique for empaths. That you're feeling what they're feeling, you don't like it, it makes you uncomfortable, so you start changing your behavior so they feel better, so you feel better. It's still manipulation. It's just wicked passive, okay? Got it? We'll work on it. I have. So I just serve, right? I just serve what I'm here to serve. Take it up with the gods if you don't like it. And finding moments of serenity, like serenity now, because you want to throw in the Seinfeldian truth where you can. All right, so we have got a Samaritan and a Divine Child celebrating simplicity, and I think the key word there is celebrate. Like, I don't get a bad feeling about this, like, at all. And with that 9 of Cups on the table and what's being indicated on the inside, it does make sense here. But the only thing that's real is truth, and like attracts like. These are universal truths, but we're all doing the best that we can. Victory is assured for this one. Keep working on it, this one. And let's put this together in a blessimation, a blessing and a summation, and then we'll chat a little bit about 25 years in business, because there are changes being made. Please take a nice deep breath. Legs are still crossed. Arms are across my second chakra. I am girded. Still point. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, drawn to this reading, may they be blessed with all that they need to manifest this happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying soulmate contract into physical form in this lifetime. Party number 1, refining their capacity to help those they would prefer to ignore and clarify some of what's going on here and what they want, to bring some of that cloudiness into precision by going deeper in, further in, higher up, the hermit on the inner, to discover and flow with and mentally tune with the fate, the lead that is available to be alchemized into gold destiny, because it is time to do so through an internal focus, a stillness, a silence, to feel what is being felt here in alignment with the fate as the wheel turns, because victory is assured if they just do their best. So may party number 2 be blessed with all that they need, with the realization and the embracing of their innocence, purity, and their powers of redemption, connecting with the divine in their own special way, because what they want is fair and creative and probably sort of genius. What they have is definitely that slow and steady wins the race, that healthy occupation, or at least the opportunity for this to take it slow and to build this and to be patient as they consider their loyalties, their loyalty to themselves, their loyalty to this contract, their loyalty to the divine, what they're willing to wait for, what they're not willing to wait for, what they're willing to put up with, and what they're not. Because from the outside looking in, if this is them, Nine of Cups is lovely. Yeah, their wish fulfillment is going on, it feels like. They found that ninth cup by going through the eighth cup within and bringing that forth. So it could also very much be they are ready emotionally for whatever's going to happen, because they know to take it slow, and victory is assured here. One would think. Eight of Pentacles, just do what's in front of you. Slow and steady wins the race. So that party number one can take the time to get that the only thing that's real is love, and they can find that in so many mystical traditions, ancient and contemporary. And so that party number two can just keep being more loving, because if they're longing for more love in their life, which they may be, they need to be more loving, but to themselves from the outside in, as above, so below, as within, so without, blah, 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 so that they can manifest this by celebrating simplicity, because they are both way more fulfilled when there is less to manage and maintain. So that they can heal, learn, grow, evolve, alchemize, the shadow to light, lead to gold, the pain to peace, toxic to healthy, the fear to love, and help this world, and help the Scorpios and all their cross-watchers by anchoring a happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser, romantic, sexual vibe on the planet for the well-being of all. And with harm to none, as we will it, so let it be done. So mote it be, and so it is, and they just said it. There is a simple solution. It may not be easy, but it will be simple. So if it made sense, if you like it, please hit the thumbs up, please subscribe, please hit the notification bell, and please comment, because that's just the algorithm. It helps other people find the video. And I'm over on Patreon, where there are no algorithms. You have no idea the relief. You have no idea the relief. You subscribe for a level of subscription on my Patreon. I am a Virgo. You will get everything that has ever been in that level of subscription, from Seeker to God, Goddess. It's all there for you. And I love it. I'm getting to do so much cool stuff over there. The daily live streams are just so much fun. I love them. Doing the workshops, the Zoom videos and stuff like that. It's just really, really cool. The exclusive content, the advanced content. So go check it out and come Patreon. Because 25 years I've been in business as an S corporation, just about at the time of this recording. Been charging $100 an hour for a reading or spiritual counseling for 25 years. If I went over the hour, it was on me. If they wanted to tip me, that was on them. Things are changing May 1st. The anniversary beltade of Jarring the Circle production. Right now there is a video in the description box. Booking a reading with Mal explains everything you need to do or know to book a reading with me, before, during, and even suggestions after of what to do. And that will be remade before May 1st, and I'm getting on it, I think, this week to put that out there for May 1st, where I'm going to do, I think, like a Build-A-Bear thing, right? So we'll figure out what it is, and we book the reading, and we're off to the races. But most importantly, my goodness gracious, there is a simple solution to this, and I can't wait to see what stage of this journey you are in, the clause in the contract, first part over. So, wishing you all the very, very best and the very, very blessed in transforming, Scorpios, it's your gig, this type of deal on the planet, because I think we could all use it right about now. Hang in there, heal, hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.